I know a lot of you guys have been watching our build series on this boat that we've been posting on Facebook. So we're up to part 6, and out of those 6-part videos, we've had over 200,000 views. So this one is going to be the full walkthrough video of the Senator RH780 called Banksea. So one of the things the customer decided to change on this one during the build process was he upgraded to a G-Fab triple axle trailer. So as you can see, triple axle, triple braked. One of the cool things with the G-Fabs as well is they come with a electric winch, so no more winding up, especially this being such a big boat. And also inside here is a Credo electric brake system. This one's been wired up, so this can plug directly into his wild track, and he can actually control the braking system inside his wild track, so no need for a wireless controller or a wired-in controller. And they also welded a boat catch system on it as well. So for those who didn't know, a 780 Senator is basically just a 770 Senator that's widened and lengthened. So it's a completely new hull plate of a boat, but it gives us a lot more room to use in the boat as well. So some of the cool features on this one is we'll start at the transom. So we've put a 300 horsepower V8 AMS engine, so it's the Verado V8 from Mercury. As you can see, the boat's also got Ultralon through the boat, which we'll show you through the rest of it. It's got twin walk-through ladders, extended duckboards. One of the cool things down here is our transducer design. So this is running an SS175L with an offset filament, zip weight 450S trim tabs, bluefin underwater lights, and then on the port side here, you can see our live bait tank and also our active imaging 3-in-1 transducer. At the front of this boat, this customer has decided to fit a 36-volt Minn Kota trolling motor. He's also got a Rockner anchor, and he's also got the second Fairlead. So this is what we call a mooring Fairlead. Some of the other things is obviously the bump rail, which is pretty standard on these boats now, and the larger, wider bell rail. So this boat's already wide, and it's also a little bit bigger again. On the back of the windows, he decided to put ladders on the side as well, just to help to get up on the roof. We've got some pretty cool stuff happening on the roof as well as this one. On the roof of this 780, we decided to do something a little bit different. So we got Ultralon in here to scan the roof, and then they cut out this really cool design. So now we don't have to worry about a slippery aluminium roof. On the front of this boat, he also optioned a FLIR night vision camera. So we've installed that and hooked it up to a sounder below. We've got a Simrad Halo 20 Plus radar, and then also our solar panel. So inside our battery station here, you can obviously see our switch panel. So we've got all of our battery switching, our VSR for our charging, our house and winch circuit breakers, a bunch of sort of our other fuses that we've got in here, electrical reel breakers, and also our solar zip weight modules in there, our power steer pump for our Verado, and obviously it houses our 2 large batteries. And as you can see on the port side there, we've got our live bait tank. On the port side of the boat here, you can see this is where our gas Califont is, and then he's also got his pull-out shower. In here is just the filler for our tank. This customer chose bifold doors, so we'll just open them up now and we'll go inside the boat. So proud and center on the dash of this 780 is a Simrad 16-inch Evo. We've paired that up with a medium capacity AP44 autopilot system, zip weight for the trim tabs, our Mercury ViscuView 403 screen, and 2 out of our 3 switch panels. He also opted to put a wireless phone charger in there and mount his remote mic on the dash. The starboard side of the boat, we went for a sort of a really cool sort of custom designed helm seat. So just behind here, we've got a small dicky seat. This helm seat actually lifts forward and locks into place, and underneath here we've got a 2-burner gas top and also a sink with hot and cold water. Underneath it, he's just chosen 4 drawers. As you can see, we've got a small splashback, and up here I actually got the factory to put some stainless in here. So the reason for this is if you're doing any cooking, you can take your hot pans or hot pots off, put them up here, and you don't have to interfere with the table, or you've just got another prep area. So on the starboard side here, we've got our 3rd switch panel. This switch panel is obviously doing stuff that you're using in this part of the boat. So it does things like our live bait tank, does our washdown pump, it does our rear deck light in white and red, and also does the ignition for the stove. Over here, we've got our RGB controller from the guys at Wet Sound. So this is a 4-channel light controller, and it will do all the lights that are in this boat. So you can turn each one on individually, do different colors, do different modes, do brightnesses. It does a whole lot of cool stuff, and it's a really cool product that we're happy to show off in this boat. On the overhead console there, we've got a Fusion RH770 head unit. We've also got a 5-channel amplifier in this one and 4 speakers. We've got our GME VHF with obviously our remote mic that's been mounted on the dash. And then just behind on our rear pillar, we've got our solar regulator and the customer supplied EPIRB. On the port side of the boat here, we've got the very popular club seating from Senator. So underneath this seat here, he has got his 12-volt fridge that's also got a small freezer. There is some small amount of storage in here as well. This seat has also been designed to flip around and sit on this side, so you can actually sit facing rearwards and forwards, and then we'll show you in a second of this all folded down into its bed. So we now have the table down and also the seat down as well to convert into a bed. So I'm not massively tall, I'm about 5'10", but as you can see, if you lie on here, there's quite a lot of space. So if you're over 6 foot, this will probably be the best bed in the house. And when you're finished sleeping for the night, we fold the backrest back up, take our squab off, and put the table back up into position. So for storage in this boat, like I spoke about before, we've got the storage behind the fridge, we've got our drawers, and then we've got this massive underfloor storage here that's on a gas strut. There's obviously also a sight glass for our water tank. As we move forward into the forward cabin, underneath the squab here, a standard macerator toilet. You can also see our other 6.5-inch Fusion speakers, and then we've also got our cabin lights in there as well. To finish it off, a gear storage hammock. These are just absolutely amazing for when you're overnighting to put all your gear in it. One of the great things about having a boat like this with the door setup is that when you're overnighting or you are staying in a bay, or even if you're storing it at home, you can close her up, lock her up, and no one is going to get into your boat. So with all these boats, the day has to come to an end where they leave our shop. We always have a great time installing these boats and getting to know the customers and making sure that we get every sort of piece right for that customer with all of his options. One of the great things with the Senator brand and with what we do here at Auckland Marine Centre is we just try to tailor-made this boat to suit exactly what you want. So this boat's going to get handed over very soon, and I know the customer's going to be absolutely rapt to get this into his driveway and get out on the water.